Ciao! Today we're gonna check together how you can create different chat triggers and engage with your visitors and users at the same time in order to get more conversions and retain your customers. We'll start from the very first, the most important one. So let's say, for example, your customer are visiting your upgrade page, and so they're about to decide whichever plan is the most interesting to them, and someone is about to close the page, and as you can see, the chat trigger is triggering asking a specific question. So this is super cool and it's actually bringing us a lot of good results. So I suggest you to copy and paste this strategy within your own software. So if you have got a great page, this is how we did it. You go under outbound, under your chats, and you can go under create a chat, and from here you can choose the template recover pricing page abandon. So as you can see, this is set up for pricing, but instead of putting all visitors, we're going to switch to all users. The page URL is going to be your own upgrade page, for example, upgrade in our case. And of course, you can put it on exit intent. Let me show you the one that you actually saw in the example. So if we click here, you can see the preview and of course all the messaging. So this is for everyone, and when they're visiting the page, upgrade and on the exit intent. So this is super simple, and of course all the replies will be assigned to the sales team. This is another one that you can use on your pricing page. So this one will be for the people visiting the pricing page from the external, so they are not customer yet. And this will be the example. So, hey, have you found your ideal plan? Can I help you decide which one is the best for you? This is like a fair question to ask on a pricing page. Someone is considering to buy your product and can be something triggering an actual response. This is working for us and for some of our customers that implemented this trigger, so I strongly advise you to do the same. As you can see, the audience over here is everyone, page URL contains plans, and of course on exit intent. This is another one that you can try out, and this is working again quite good for us. And if you want to engage with your visitors on the pricing page that are waiting a little bit longer, so they might be interested in your software, but at the same time maybe they've got questions you're not answering in your landing page. So what I would do is adding a trigger on all visitors with a page URL contains pricing, of course, and when it's going to be triggered on the page load after a delay of 30 seconds. Again, what I would do here is going to your Google Analytics and check the average sessions on the pricing page. If the session is like 40 seconds, I would rather go for 30 seconds. This is working just fine. And also, as you can see, this one will be assigned to sales as well. Another great example for chat triggers are the in-app tutorial triggers. And I'll show you how we're doing it. So let's go back to Customerly. Over here, you can see a tutorial with what's new in Customerly inboxes. We are triggering to all users with the page URL contain conversation, and the trigger will be on page load after 6 seconds. Cool. Now, it happens like quite often that you release new product updates, but you don't want to mess up the user inbox, and so sometimes it doesn't make sense to release like a newsletter to all of your customers with just a small update, but also can be useful to show your active users what you've been releasing in the last week or last month. So what we did so far with one of the small thing, we didn't want to bother our customers with an email, but at the same time, we wanted to update our customers within the platform, so our active users. We wanted to share the release of the dark mode. So this is how we did it. This is like a quick message with a GIF showing the fact that now you can enable the dark mode on your inboxes. And again, the condition was on all users and on page load. So this was super useful for some of the users, and some of them actually replied to us saying again, thank you so much, my eyes are thanking you as well. If you've got product pages where people are considering to buy your product but still are maybe thinking about it, something that you can do while you learn what kind of questions arise every time someone is on that specific page, you can try to trigger their attention with that question. So for example, in our case, we have an Epicenter presentation page where all the people interested to the Epicenter software went to. And so in this case, I'm going to show you what we are using and what is working. So we're using on this URL features Epicenter. So this is the page where our customers, our future customers are landing, and we wanted to engage with them with a question that is actually in their mind, because sometimes some people need to move the knowledge base from a service to another, or maybe they need to create one from scratch. So this question is leading to good conversations. And this is bringing more prospects to our business by doing so. I suggest you to do the same. If you recognize any question that is frequently asked from your prospect on a specific page that you're using, try to tweak that question and create a chat trigger that is going to suggest an actual solution or open a new conversation with your sales team. Another great way to use chat triggers within a software as a service is to engage with your customers when they're hovering over something such as a feature, a button that maybe is complex to use, and you want to follow up with a little bit of more information within the chat. So this is how we're using chat triggers to send tutorials in app. Back to Customerly, if you create a chat, let's say we are interested in this one. So when you go to this button over here we go. We've got a chat trigger. So this icon over here is suggesting an actual feedback, a documentation, like a small documentation on how they can use the triggers in order to better engage with their customers. So this is an example on how an inline chat trigger tutorial is working. And again, people checked us to having this kind of guidance while they were using the platform. And it's not that intrusive because you will get the suggestions on your right while you're building the triggers. Another great addition to your chat triggers that you can use to better help your customers is this one here. So basically, when someone is visiting your Epicenter and maybe it's taking too long to understand the issue or how to fix the issue, or maybe following the tutorial, this is creating the interactions you're searching for in order to avoid to lose your customers search for a solution. You want to create that connection as soon as the issue arises, and in this case, this one will be super helpful to identify and avoid to lead the user to abandon your Epicenter. This is how you will do it. So if you go to your create chat and you have got the template over here, Epicenter issue, you can click on it. Here the audience should be everyone, and in the conditions, for example, if you're using our Epicenter, you can use our subdomain or your custom subdomain within your domain. In our example, we do have docs@customerly.io, and this will be triggered after 20 seconds people are visiting on your Epicenter. Now, the cherry on top. So how to welcome visitors. The right way to welcome visitors is not just by saying, hi, we're here, and if you need any help, just reach out to us. This is not working anymore just because people are getting bored by these messages popping up every time on their pages while they're browsing and checking what you're offering. So instead of like a broad message like that, try to be more specific. So let's say, for example, if you are searching for chat triggers to engage with your visitors, do a question related to that kind of topic. I would rather go and ask a question related to the triggers. So would you mind share with us what kind of triggers you want to set up? Or also if you got a good content that you would like to share with them, you can ask them a question. Would you like to have this free course on how to use the chat triggers? Reply to me, I'll share with you the link. Boom, that's it. There are plenty of customers that are doing this and it's working really, really good on some courses pages and on other content types. So please be more specific within your messages, and the more you are specific with your landing pages, welcome messages, the better reactions you will get, the better connections you will get, and of course the more deals you will close. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you like it, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. Ciao!